Hello, everybody. So I am a 5'11" Asian from China, and just to show off my Chinese pride, I want to say, 不管是在经济上还是在科技上，所以我永远都会是中国人，纯中国爷们儿。Anyway, basically in Chinese, but my story is that I have a good height and some good-looking face, at least for Chinese, but it doesn't really matter in the US. It's still really tough out here for us Asians in dating, whether it's in Daygame or online. I started with simple pickup, got some confidence, just a spam approach. Yeah, 0 results and lots of flakes. I tried Tinder. Yeah, I got some matches, but never got it. It's ridiculous. I think there's something, I might be just cursed or something, but I think even if maybe it's just my pictures are so bad, but, or my text thing was so bad, but I got 0 results. 0 dates, even. Not just results. 0 dates from Tinder or any online dating. Yeah, it's crazy. But, yeah, I don't do it anymore, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, and then I discovered Justin Wing's game. And he's really flashy and romance and touchy, stuff like that. Yeah. And so I tried. I got his product. So many flakes. I pulled one girl home up to two years. 2 years of approaches. And eventually I got the lady. And, she became my girlfriend. Like, the lady and girlfriend came after, months. I enjoyed myself, yeah, but it doesn't really count as day game. It's more like social circle game, the traditional dating, whatever thing. But yeah, it's definitely not day game. And plus we're both in college, right? So we're in the same social circle, stuff like that. Because I did hundreds of approaches before that, it was more like 1%, like a success rate. Yeah, if you count it as success. Anyway, and thankfully I found John Elite on YouTube, and he really explained, right, just watching him, why Justin Wayne and others' method doesn't work. And I like theories. I'm a theoretical guy. My goal at the time was to really have consistent results with minimal approaches. I don't want a spam approach. And John had testimonials of that from his students. I got the Elite Bundle and the Elite Access. So the first month it was only Elite Bundle. I had another month with Elite Access. And then, yeah, I got delayed with a cute white girl with basically in one day with only 3 approaches. That was, yeah, she was the 3rd. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So my experience with John, I'm actually one of the very slow ones, to be honest. Because there's many reasons, but it still only took 2 months compared to years with other people's methods. And I felt that for the first month, I improved a little bit, but I was really slow to adapt. Because I had years of just bad habits from my past, approaching or just in life. I was hunching all the time. And I didn't follow John's teaching completely because of my just mental filter. And I didn't realize that before John told me. Even despite those, I was able to consistently pull without ladle by the end of the month, that 1 month, without Elite Access. It was pretty cool. And technically I got the Elite Access by the end of the month. But yeah, so it's but it's just shows how good Elite Access is. Anyway, the second month, the external situation got a little more interesting, or tougher, I should say. Basically, my girl came back, my girlfriend, and lived with me now. It would slow down the late progress a little bit. But yeah, so I got the Elite Access. And I actually didn't do any approaches for the entire month. Only drills because I didn't have a place to pull, right? I had to basically wait till my girl to go out or I have to sneak out. Yeah, every day. Even despite that, I knew that Elite Access really boosted my training so much because John was always there for me. Still is. I really wish I got Elite Access from the start, because he actually suggested I get it from the start, but I didn't listen. Then my buddy came to visit, meet, and pretty cool, very good friend of mine. And he got a hotel, and he let me pull at his hotel, which I'm really grateful for. So I started approaching again. Despite that, I was able to get the lay from the first couple of days just approaching with really minimal approaches per day. Basically, what happened on the approach was that on that particular one is I approached, we talked, we went on a little walk and talk for about 30 minutes, and we arranged for the date the same night. I followed John's social flow drill, and it really connected with her. I could feel it. It was magical. And I'm pretty sure she felt it too. We went back to my friend's hotel room, and boom, that's where the magic happened. And I want to say like everything John taught me was used. The body language, facial expression, fashion, hairstyle, facial grooming, even. Inner game, objection dealing, muscle building, and so much more. Yeah. Afterwards, she told me, actually I was very sexy with my body, and she said I have a little swagger going on, which the body's probably from John's workout plans, and the social skills and social calibration. Come on, that's basically the swagger she's talking about. Yeah, they really notice these things. They do, man. A side effect of all these training advice is that, as a side effect, but with quotation marks, is really my value goes up. So what about value? Why I say that? Because some of the added values stays with me, even if I lose all the materialistic things. So what stays with me? Like my inner game, my body language, facial expression, flirting, teasing, how to do those, muscles, even looks. Yeah, he improved my looks as well. Believe it or not. Facial looks, yeah. And I noticed it because I noticed my attraction. So the attraction from my longtime girlfriend has actually gone up a lot. Just shown through her cleanliness and also her effort in sex. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's like I never expected that. And John said, relationship is really about value. If your value is higher, then the girl they don't want to, leave you, no matter what. So my bigger goal in dating and life is to raise my overall value as high as I can. And John has really helped me a lot. And hopefully he'll continue to help me later on. So, even though I would say there are only several big categories of values that John talks about, like looks, social skills, social calibration, money, etc. The details and the nuance, there's so much of it. It's very complex. And how do you raise those things is very important. And John has figured them out. And he's also continuing to explore new ways, better ways to raise those value. And even without innovating, because he's a true innovator, he's still doing tons of stuff. Basically, yeah, what I'm saying is he's already light years ahead of everybody, way ahead, even without innovating. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's why John's really the best, literally, because of these things that you find. I want to be a little bit philosophical now, because John's value creation is really not zero sum. So he's not taking other people's value to give to like students like me, but really raising our own value through our hard work and John's hard work. That really is bringing like a positive value to the whole world. He's not just making positive impact for his students, but for the whole world, because including those women that have amazing experiences from the values of us students. That's pretty cool. And on the other hand, also less women will be creeped out by low value spam approaches. Yeah, a lot of them get freaked out, yeah. But really they would enjoy themselves with high value men from John's coaching. So on another note, I'd say John's teaching style is tough love. Yeah, at first, despite my good height and looks, I got really destroyed in field with constant rejections. And John would look over my infield and point out my mistakes during the Skypes. Yeah. Because I watched all the product videos, but it was through my mental filters, bad mental filter. So it was really important for John himself to correct my mistakes. John pointed out like I didn't know how to read social cues or emotions. So I can't know when the girl is attracted to me or not. So he taught me to overcome it with this new technique. And when I didn't perform, let's say, in drills or infields, I would get really harsh criticism. Yeah, at first I would get triggered and try to explain myself. But then John told me, if I just accept and execute his words with minimal emotions, everything will go faster and smoother. And I did that. And yeah, it happened, you know? So my advice to you is really to just follow John, you know, without much resistance. Do what he says. Also importantly, don't do what he doesn't say or mention. Sometimes he tells you what to not to do. But if he doesn't say it, don't do it. For example, I actually added romance stuff from Justin Wayne because I thought adding stuff to John's teaching may make it better, right? What I know. But I'll get constant rejections because of those. For example, like during one of my lays, I held the hand of the girl and say those objection dealing things, and I got rejected. But I didn't even know that just hand holding in the bedroom was like a romance thing. And John pointed out to me, you know, and that was really made a difference. Sometimes it's those tiny bit of details that make and break things. So yeah, I would never figure that out on my own. Yeah, John is too good. So I would say the best part about his product is really John himself. He can help each student with the best personalization for everybody to reach the late and beyond. But John is pretty tough on us. I can tell that John really actually cares about me and his other students. He told me not to risk losing my original girlfriend, even though this might affect my late progress. He told me not to risk my job because I was thinking about holding at my office or something. He yelled at me for buying bad fashion clothing because I didn't consult him beforehand because he thinks he might waste my money, and he actually has left his food burned so he can keep talking to me and correct my mentality for me to go from like a hard case to not so much of a hard case, to just do what he says, which I'm really grateful for. And before I got the elite access, he actually sometimes just gave me advice out of the blue. Well, now sometimes I asked him a little bit, but so in the end, I really want to, like, before I got the access, right, I wanted to pay for his time, but he wouldn't take my money. So that was pretty cool of it. It just shows he's really not there for the money, but for the good of us, the students, and, you know, probably for his mission and the vision that he has. Another thing about John, besides being the absolute best Daygame coach in the world, he's actually a really great guy in terms of his qualities. He can sometimes seem mean. That's because he want the best out of us, and he can also admit to his very rare mistakes just because he want to pursue the truth in dating and life. And he's also a scientist, and these qualities really seems like a scientist. And John really works so hard. He has so many students, but he can give every individual the attention that we need. And he's very resilient and tough. So he will not get triggered easily. He literally told me to call him names like Ego Last Day, like fucking shit like that. And no reactions from him. Yeah, that really sets an example for us. Because for me, I still have a long way to go to the best version of myself. But John, he continues to inspire me to be better. Not just with his teaching, but how he lives his life. So, my brothers, whether you're Asian or not, if you want to improve your dating life or just life in general, or even just have your future partner's life, to be honest, in general, I would highly recommend you to join Elite's product and teaching. Especially the John's Elite Bundle and Elite Access. That's what really helped me. But when in doubt, just ask John what product you should get. It might be different for everybody. He told me from the start, Elite Bundle and Elite Access. And I wish I got the Access from the start, but I was a fool. But what I'm trying to say is, he didn't tell me to get more expensive products, like other products, like Kaizen, because he knows what each person needs to get over the line. So if you're Asian, especially, you'd be crazy not to train with her. I really hope you would follow John and to be better. And it might not be an easy road, but John will be there for you. Lastly, I want to say that this world is still full of suffering. Unfortunately, so many bad things going on around us. I really wish that you can join us, especially join John, to bring value and happiness to yourself and the world, and the entire world, from John's teaching. So that's all I want to say. Thank you very much for listening, and bye-bye.